Seeing some impacts of cuts by the Department of Government Efficiency here in Mississippi, especially after yesterday's announcement to terminate humanities grants, as well as the recent USDA cuts. 3 on Your Side's Nathan Lee explains how those cuts will impact state programs. Nathan.
Yes, Maggie, you have likely seen the sweeping cuts from the Trump administration and DOGE, but now we are seeing millions and even billions being cut for programs and organizations across the state, like the Mississippi Humanities Council and the Mississippi Food Network, who fear what the future may look like for their organizations.
We work with every single college and community college in Mississippi. We work with pretty much every single major museum. We work with local historical societies, and so the impact will be felt far and wide.
Stuart Rockoff, executive director with the Mississippi Humanities Council, says his organization was blindsided Wednesday when they received notice that their awarded federal grants were canceled effective immediately.
We thought there would be a little more warning. You know, we have 35 open grants currently that we've given to people all around the state. And so, you know, we have 35 grantees that we're not going to be able to honor those grants if we cannot draw down the funds that have already been awarded to us.
For the 2025 fiscal year, the Mississippi Humanities Council was awarded $1.5 million for programs they help fund. Rockoff says they will have major impacts on those programs, as well as state art councils, libraries, educators, and more. But this organization is not the only impacted by recent cuts, with the announcement last month from the U.S. Department of Agriculture of more than $1 billion in cuts, which will greatly affect food banks across the country. The CEO with the Mississippi Food Network let 3 on Your Side walk through their warehouse, which is usually completely full. But right now, many shelves are empty due to these cuts.
Mississippi is, statistically speaking, the hungriest state in the nation. Over 600,000 people of our fellow citizens go to bed in our great state each night either hungry or not knowing how or when they're going to get their next meal. So if the food doesn't come to us, we can't get it to them, so more hunger.
For Rockoff, though, he now fears for the future of these programs and organizations, and he's calling on you to make your voices heard if you don't agree with these cuts.
The most important thing right now is to let your elected officials, especially in Washington, your congressmen and your senators, contact their offices and just send them an email about you are really concerned about these cuts to the National Endowment and that the Mississippi Humanities Council does really important work in our state.
Now, Rockoff and other humanities councils across the country are planning to challenge this decision from D.C., but it is unclear what that would look like. But if you would like to help food banks, you could find where to donate in this story on WLPT.com. Nathan Lee, 3 on Your Side.